Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of No Foul Zone Reacts
Yes,
with your
sir.
girl DJ LA.
DJ Delbo in the building. What's happening, peoples?
Y'all already know how we do it right here on No Foul Zone Reacts, giving you the best content and the best reactions to everything that's happening in the culture world of No Foul Zone. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
you like, comment, and subscribe, and log on to our website, nofoulzonepodcast.com. Cop the merch. You see it, right?
See
It's
it right
coming.
here. Let's
You
get it.
see it. It's coming. Now, Dale, what we getting into today?
All right, we gotta talk about this whole Megan Stallion and
Mm.
uh
Mm, mm, mm,
a relationship
mm,
with
mm, mm.
I was gonna say Tristan Thompson. I know that's not it's Klay Thompson, sorry.
That's worse.
Way
That's
worse.
worse.
Way worse. Right. So my version of what went down, Klay and Meg been dating for quite a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and I've always said this, and I say it, and I'll continue to say it. These NBA stars, rappers can get whatever they want with ease. There's no work that needs to be put into it. There's no hassle. There's no conversation. There's looks, and there's like, because I've even 100%. This is 100% fact. I don't care if people want to try fact check me. Try it. Fabulous had a concert in Bermuda, right? I was the security at said concert in Bermuda. I see this man's entourage, not him, because he had a wife. His entourage come to me and was like, yo, her, not her, the one in the red and the other girl, send them back this way. Now, I know what 2 plus 2 equals. Okay? Y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all them back there playing checkers and chess and Connect Four. No.
Oh, they were
Some
playing Connect Four, all right.
probably.
Not in the way you thought, but they were playing
Probably.
Connect Four.
They was over there
So
playing Twister. Listen. So
naked Twister.
so when I say to you, right, these mans can get it. It was his entourage. It wasn't even him. It was his entourage. And if you're one of the follow girls that went to and you're seeing this podcast and they said, I didn't do nothing, bullshit. Okay? Because if you really didn't do nothing, you would have never went. Too fast with your dumb ass. Let's move forward.
Hey, time out. Bro. Bro. You need a minute. Do you need a minute? You sound like somebody's dad right now. Like, I mean, I know you got a kid, bro. Well, not a kid, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I know you got a teenage daughter, but bro, damn.
I'm just telling it like it is, bro.
She said
Telling it like it is.
you you gave that speech. If your friends jump off a cliff, you gonna jump off too. You fast no. Listen. First of hold on.
All right.
First of all, listen. No, I needed this. Thank you, bro. First of all, ladies, if you're watching this, right, and this was you, let me tell y'all something. Unlike Dale, hey, get it how you live it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some things too. When Mario came here, okay, I've seen some things. Okay, when Trey Songz came here, I've seen some things.
Listen,
Hey, get it how you live it.
I'm not
All right?
saying don't get it. But this is what I'm trying to say is that easy?
Uh-huh.
That's all I'm trying to say. So when this man was, we're talking about Klay Thompson now. When this man was around, and he's not LeBron. He ain't got no wife at home. He out here dating. Did he date one of the was it Kylie Jenner or somebody? Didn't he date one of somebody at some point? Or was that Ben Simmons? I'm thinking of Ben Simmons.
That's probably Ben Simmons because the
Right.
only ex girlfriends that I know of with Clay Thompson is Coco Jones, which ironically is now engaged or probably even married to Donovan Mitchell. Um, and I'm sorry, that's a good look. That
No, but
in my
and
personal opinion, that's a good look.
that's a great look, you know.
Um,
But my thing is, at the end of the day, like this man's out here living his best life. He's not married. He's not tied down to nothing. He could do what he wants, and he was getting it however he get it. These girls was like dropping it like it's hot, and he got the hot. He got one of the hottest, baddest baddies I've ever seen. And you fuck it up though.
let me tell you something. The first thing I did when I saw that, when I saw it was announced via social media. Meg had took to Instagram and she said, what she said about Clay. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I've never been the type of person. I mean, maybe in my younger years, yes, but I never was the type of person that would look to celebrities as like couple goals, right?
Mhm.
So it was never like, oh yeah, I want me a relationship like Clay and Meg, or like I don't know. I'm trying to think of another couple out there that
Offset
everybody's
and
on.
Cardi.
Yeah, like Offset and Cardi or Stefan Diggs and Cardi. Like, I never wanted that, right?
Right.
I just know with me, when it comes to Meg the Stallion, like, yes, okay, I love me some Meg the Stallion, right? But I was upset because of knowing what she has been through.
Hmm.
It was like, damn, like, for a minute it looked like, things was working out for her. Like, she was opening up all these businesses, like her own Popeyes, I believe. I think she has some other business ventures that were starting to take off. And then of course her relationship with Clay Thompson. So I'm like, yo, finally. And then, given everything that she went through with Tory Lanez, losing both her parents, the court case, I'm like, finally, she's got somebody that has her best interests at heart, right?
Right.
Because I don't know if you ever heard her song. Gosh, what is it called? Not hit. It's off the His album. Oh God, is it Cobra? There's one song that where she literally talks about everything that she was going through.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
and after hearing that, it was like, damn, like you really went through the ringer.
Hmm.
So the first thing I thought of, like, when I saw that, I was like, damn, Clay, like, we were really rooting for you. Like, I really thought that this was going to go further than it went. Now, it
Right.
could be, I don't know if it's a publicity stunt, but I don't know what, because nowadays you never know what to believe, right?
Right.
Um, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, like, Clay, like, come on, man, like, you know what this girl
Bruh.
has been through,
When I
like, like, you were out here selling this girl a dream, bro.
I don't even think he was selling her a dream. I think she knew what it was when they got together. Like she didn't expect it to go this
You really
way, and
think so?
it did. Hear me out. Hear me out. I
Okay.
expect when they first got together, I expected her to think this is just a little flame, this is just a little relationship, and them been together for a long time now, right? And this is why, and I say this, and I always have said this: when you get with somebody and you're not meeting their criteria of what they want done, they will look other places. It will
Mm.
happen eventually. The strongest man's will sit there for the longest period of time until it's too much, and they will just be like, "I'm going to look." And with how easy it is for this person, Clay, like it's the same way for Meg. Like if she wasn't getting what she wanted out of a relationship, she would have stepped out too. I'm
Mhm.
not saying it's his fault or her fault. I'm not blaming nobody. It's clearly his fault. He cheated. He should have never have. He should have came to her and said to her like, "Look, this is what I want. This is what," and then work it out. That's what you're supposed to do as a grown adult. Him not taking that is, taking it to her and saying to her, even if he did, she's like, "I'm not doing it." Well, okay, cool. I'm gonna fight Becky with the good head and find and see. Because even the best relationships have downfalls.
You're right. I mean, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
If, come on now. Even the best relationship has downfalls. I'm not.
Uh-huh.
It's the fact that she don't want to take a stand. Like it's the same way Offset cheated on Cardi.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? These guys have got it too easy, and they're gonna cheat. It's gonna happen eventually at some point, and it's it's not inevitable. If you meet a good guy and you're doing what you're supposed to do as a significant other, they wouldn't have to seek other places. They wouldn't have to step out. But how easy it is the peer pressure of like, I want it. You're not her. I'll take it. And it's like, then they cheated.
Yeah.
Now look at look at him. He's like, clearly something went wrong in your relationship for him to do that. You know, because all this time he hasn't done it unless he has and he
Uh-huh.
never find out. But all this time he hasn't done it. So
Yeah. I mean, like you said, like at the end of the day, given who Klay Thompson is, you're right. He's gonna have easy access to certain situations. Um, it comes with the territory, right? And even with, the whole I know I keep going back to it, but Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's like if Jay-Z can cheat on Beyonce, it's almost like nobody stands any chance. But I think at the end of the day, it's just who we are as humans, right? And
yeah.
like you mentioned, like if you don't have that conversation with your partner or with your significant other, or if you do and they just don't take heed
Put it
to
to the
it,
wayside. If they put it to the
yeah,
wayside,
it's
that means if you're concerned, if your significant other saying, "Hey, we don't spend time together," and you put it to the wayside every time, they're gonna find someone who's gonna not put it to the wayside. You know,
uh-huh,
and then you're looking at yourself like, "Dang, I should have took more importance and should have took more time and did more of this and did more of that." Now it's too late. You know, and
yeah,
that's what builds a good relationship is hearing someone else's concerns and acting on it. You can hear and listen all you want. If you don't act on the situation, nothing's going to change.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's definitely about listening, not only listening and acting, but also comprehending, right?
Yeah,
Like, because I can sit here and listen all day, but if I'm not understanding what you're saying, or if I'm not understanding where you're coming from, then what's the point, right? Because in order for me to change my ways, I have to understand that.
you have
Like,
to
if I
understand,
say,
feel with
yeah,
empathy
like,
person.
yeah, if I'm saying, I don't like the way I don't like the way, you call my name a certain way, or, whenever you're mad and you're like, well, okay, I'm gonna just call you baby, but you still call me baby in that certain way. It's still, you haven't changed anything,
Right.
right? I mean, I know that's
All you're
probably like a
doing,
poor example,
no,
but
but all you're doing is putting a band-aid on the situation. You're not putting Neosporin on
right,
to get rid of the scar. You're just covering it up
right,
for a temporary fix. We don't need temporary fix. We need someone to fix the foundation, you know, that's so we can actually hold ourselves accountable to each other, you know?
right.
And when you look at, like I said, Meg, it can go either way. Meg, she could, listen, it's probably
Hey,
100 million people in her DMs that would never get the time of day. That's why I said it's literally every, if you not, if you don't think Meg is fine, if you don't think she's sexy, okay, cool. But to the people who do, everybody looking at Klay like,
listen, let me tell you something, man. My wife already knows. Okay, my wife
like
already knows.
we all looking
We
at Klay
we
like, nigga, like, why? You could have did, no offense, you could have did this with an ugly bitch. You do this with Meg?
Let me tell you something, man. In a
What?
way, I'm like, look, I hope she comes to the dark side. I really hope she does.
Now you over her like, now you over her
I'm
like,
plotting.
come to the dark side. What is wrong with you,
I
bro?
mean, I know I probably won't stand no chance with her, but still.
but that's
I
what I'm
can
trying to say.
dream.
Like, it's like, bro, you had it. You had
Yeah.
90% of guys' dream girl in a
Yeah.
sense, you know, and you had it.
And bro, and the thing that kills me with Meg, man, it's like, let's be for real, right? Let's be for real. Meg, if she didn't want to, she could stop rapping.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, you're talking about a woman that is highly educated. I believe she has a master's degree, either a bachelor's or a master's degree. Multiple businesses, so multiple sources of income.
Hmm.
And, she has a lot of endorsements. Like, it's not like, she was that type of woman that was in it for like a check, right? Because she can do bad by herself, clearly,
Yep.
right? But it's like, bro, like, how do you fumble Meg, man? Like, that's what I keep coming back to.
It's that, and that's the same for me. I'm like, you fumble Mag, bro. Mag the Stallion. You fumbled.
And
It's I
she
feel
she
look,
can cook.
and this is the thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel the same when I heard about people when Offset fumbled Cardi. I'm like, you fumbled Cardi, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cardi. I felt the same with Jay-Z. I'm like, you sleep with you had
Beyonce?
Beyonce, bro. When I tell you she had teen when Chris Brown fumbled Rihanna, I'm like, you fumbled what?
It's
I'm
sad,
like,
bro.
bro, if who was it Offset and Sierra? When Offset fumbled Sierra, was that who it
No,
was? No.
future. Future.
Future. You fumbled Sierra? Sierra. Like y'all fumbling fine ass women, bruh. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, good genes women, bro. I don't get me wrong. You could have had your excuses again. As easy as it comes, as easy as it goes, type thing.
I
But
mean, at the end of the day, and I'm
bro,
I'm not making excuses for the because I don't want my fellas think that I'm ganging up on them. It could be yeah, it's past my bedtime. It could be a number of things, right? It could be that we only see what we see on the outside. We don't see
right
what goes on,
behind
in
closed
the
doors,
behind closed doors. It could be a number of things, right?
right?
But again, at the end of the day, it's all about communication, right? And then you got these people that are like, okay, well, I'm just with her or him for a look, for a check. Honestly, man, I'm sorry. Call me crazy if you want, but you ever seen like those like little tweets or whatever that's like, what would you choose to have? Love or money? I promise you, I'm going with love every single time. Every
Yep,
single
every
time.
time. And you know why?
Every time.
You know why? Because I've been broke.
Uh-huh.
I've been up.
Uh-huh.
Love is once in a million, bro.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can always be
Facts.
up and you can always be broke. But when you
Facts.
get that unconditional, where it's like, I don't care if you sleep in a one bedroom apartment with no TV, just a mattress, kind of love, or I don't care if you got $200 million in your account, kind of love, wherever that may feel like to you,
Uh-huh.
that's what it is, okay? Because once you meet your person and you've been down where you got your car repoed, you got a, you hadn't eaten all day because you ain't got no bills because you have to pay your bills first before you eat. If you've been down that bad and someone's been with you for the downtime,
Uh-huh.
for the hard times, for the struggle, when you come up and they still there, don't just drop her to the wayside or drop him to the wayside, whatever may case may be. Be there. That's unconditional type of love, and it's hard to find that in this generation, in this day and age,
Especially
because
in this generation. Yep.
in this day and age, we all have conditions.
Yep.
We all want conditions. You're gonna love me, but you're gonna pay all my bills. That's a condition. You gotta love
Yep.
me and put up with my bullshit. That's a condition. You choose to have bullshit. Go seek help to not have bullshit. That's a condition.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, you gotta find that niche person. Now, obviously, I would have hoped Klay would have been that person for her, for Meg, and I would have hoped Meg would have been that person for Klay. You know, but
Yeah.
again, we don't know the circumstances. We just know he cheated. He shouldn't have. He should have discussed it. Go and seek help. Go to therapy. Talk it out. You know, and don't get me wrong. Everyone's like, she jumped. Klay don't post nothing. Klay didn't post nothing until like a week or two after, or something like that, right?
No, it was like a day or
It was
two,
like
day or two.
a day or two after. She posted it like the minute of type thing, and we're like, yeah, because her whole persona is through the media. You know what I mean? Like her whole the whole persona is through the media. She dealt with it going through and getting support from her supporters, her followers, from everyone else. That's how she does. You can't blame her for doing that. You know,
Right. Yeah.
I heard
And
certain people like she run into the internet. Yeah, because she has feelings for her followers. She has feelings for her supporters, and
yeah.
her people are going to support her in a way where she could feel rejoiced and comfortable with what happened.
Yeah, man. But yeah. So again, Klay, bro, we were rooting for you, dog.
We was,
We
bro.
were rooting
I'm
for
just
you.
giving you the breath face, bro. I'm just giving you the.
And the thing is, right? Like, now I would say this. Like, yeah, I think I sent you the post about the girl on the podcast, or the young lady on the podcast that was trying to say that Klay Thompson, like, pretty much, that was trying to say pretty much, Meg the Stallion kind of made Klay Thompson a household name. Now that I have to disagree with.
Totally
I mean, okay, I don't know if that was that
totally
verbatim.
disagree.
I don't know
I
if it
can
was that verbatim, but
I can say for sure she made him a social media presence. She upped his social media presence for sure.
possibly.
Household name?
I
Oh
was
hell
probably,
no.
yeah. Because I mean, you gotta recognize Klay Thompson has is it 4 rings, 5 rings,
Four.
4 rings.
He's got the same as Klay. I mean, same as Curry.
Okay, so Klay Thompson has 4 rings. He was a part of the dynasty, the biggest dynasty of the 2010 era. All right. Klay Thompson. Everybody should know who Klay Thompson is. I'm just being very honest with you.
One of the best. Either the second best shooter in the freaking league for 10 or more years.
Yeah.
Are we not? Are we? What?
Yep. You're right. No, you're right.
He's the only player to hit 13 to 14 threes consistently in a game.
Yeah, like, I just want to put that out there because I don't want the fella coming after me like, oh, she's she just talking about Meg because she loves Megan Thee Stallion and she just loves Meg. No. Bro. Listen, I before this I used to rock with Klay heavy. You understand me? I love me some Klay Thompson. I wasn't a big Warriors fan, especially when they were playing my Lakers, but that boy good. You understand me?
Bro, when I tell you so much people made their 2K My Player after Klay, you had a two-way 3-point shooter. You had a two-way lockdown 3-point shooter because Klay's defense was top-notch. Like, if he didn't get the defensive old time or defensive old team for that year, he was close.
Yep.
He was getting steals and hitting threes. He was a go-to when Curry was getting doubled. He was the go-to open 3-point shot consistently, hitting over 40% in different games. This man, like I said, he did fall off. He did get injured. He did get traded. He hasn't played to his caliber that he used to play at, and that's what happens when you get injured. Look at D Rose. If D Rose didn't get those injuries, we wouldn't be talking about an NBA right now. We wouldn't be talking about Ant-Man and this man. We were still talking about D Rose. Because he got injured, he's a different man now. Right? He got injured. He got injured that 2016 run. Was it 2016? I think it was the 2016 or 2015 run. He got injured, right?
2015.
It was a 2015 run. because
2015.
Raptors won that year. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Raptors won that year. He got injured that run, right? It was another run he couldn't do, and it was he got traded. He hasn't been the same. So his overall presence on the social media side, again, he don't post, he don't do this, he don't do that. So on the overall side of it, it got negated.
Uh-huh.
So now him being with Meg has reintroduced that, you know, has reintroduced this side where he gets still publicity. But if he was to walk down the street, it'll be 10 or 15 people who see him and be like, "Oh, that's Klay Thompson." You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like he still gets recognized. It's just he didn't have a big enough social platform as Meg, and that's because she's an artist. She produces music. Her body alone has over hundreds and thousands of followers just because of her body. Not even because of the music she produces. So again, she did introduce him into a social media lifestyle. I 100% agree, but made him a household name. Crazy. You
No, that's
gotta be
crazy
kidding me.
work. That's crazy work, man. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Klay, you done fumbled. Done fumbled.
Yep.
We will see y'all next week on No Foul Zone Podcast. In the meantime, in between time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend
To tell their mom, to tell their aunt, to tell a friend.
to tell their dog. Y'all be breezy. We'll catch you in the next one. We out.